Main engine ignition, all 3 engines up and burning. 2,
To whom it may concern.
1, and liftoff.
Lift? What is this, some Hollywood liposuction? Lift? You know we ain't about all that. Welcome to the Skull and Bones Show.
Oh!
It feels so good
to be back! Hold on, let me see if I can find that one.
It feels so good to be back.
Here we go. We are Skull and Bones Radio. We are indeed back. I'm joined by, I'm Jean Perrion. I'm joined by the handsome, the luscious, the long-haired Mickey 3 Jammersville.
Oh, man. That's my girl, baby, Rihanna.
That's a very provocative song.
It is, dude. Me and her were meant for each other, bro. We're future, spouses.
He says, sex in the air, I don't care. All right. Make sure you check us out on skullandbonesradio.com as well as the website, skullandbonesradio.com.
That's right, man, all day.
Go ahead and tell the listeners where they can find us, Mick.
Hey, man, you know what? We got that Facebook, we got that Instagram, we got that Twitter. We're working on Snapchat, so don't worry. We're coming to that, too. But it's easy. SKULL, the letter N, Bones Radio, baby. All day, you'll find us on all 3 of them.
There you go.
Hey, man, but you know what? Dude, I'm really excited today. We got a very special guest in studio today. Let's get to it.
All right, here we go.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I have one question.
Who the heck was that?
Oh, man, let me introduce you to somebody over here, because I'm going to tell you what. We've had some stars come out of mother effing San Diego, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we have.
And today, we have none other than Marlon Hayden up in the house. He's an aspiring singer on his way to stardom, baby.
Yeah.
Marlon, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show.
I'm great. I'm glad to be here.
Well, as Mick mentioned, or Mick failed to mention, rather.
Oh, man.
In addition to being very talented, that was an awesome job, by the way.
Oh, God, was it?
You're also a veteran, right?
Oh, definitely, yes. Did 3 years in the United States Navy, the greatest Navy in the world.
There we go.
Look at that.
See, I'm a Navy cat as well. So, Mick, you're outnumbered here, so you better watch what you say to us.
I'm gonna get my ass beat over here.
You are the minority, my friend.
For once, I guess I have become the minority. But, dude, I'll tell you what. So it was crazy, man. I was down at Pacific Beach the other night, right? I was hanging out with old Percy G. We have a friend of ours from Hell House Records. He's A&R. And so, anyways, we was down there, and I forgot what time it was, man. It was like late at night.
Yeah, it was late.
Yeah, it was super late. And Percy and I, man, we were having a little romantic walk on the beach, you know what I'm saying? Talking about life and being all googly-eyed, whatever. And then, so anyways, there was this band that we'd passed on the way to the beach, and they were playing something, dude. I don't know. They were like this funky folk band or something.
Yeah.
And on the way back, dude, like as we're approaching this street corner again, where like these musicians were just hanging out playing, I hear the national anthem being sang, and I'm like, dear God, that's really freaking good. And I thought it was that same band, that same folk band. And I was like, hold up, man, those guys don't look like they could sing that well.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I need to go check this out again. So I hurry back. No joke, I went back over to that same corner, and it was a completely different guy singing. It was Marlon over here. He was wailing on that microphone, and I was like, dear God, you got to come on the radio show.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude.
So you're a local up-and-coming musician, right?
Originally from Chicago, Illinois. Navy brought me here, and I'm glad to be here. I love San Diego.
Yeah.
And, just aspiring to be all that I can be and lend my voice in any way that I can to, the cause, to the world.
Yeah, so I
to
mean,
the cause.
our boot camp was in Illinois, so
Yeah,
you
Great Lakes.
essentially you enlisted in Great Lakes and you went to boot camp in Great Lakes, or
Absolutely, and it was tough. It
yeah.
was
You want the boot camp or just
boot camp. It was brutal. It was just. I mean, as soon as I got off that bus, it was just. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
That's crazy. Yeah, well, I guess it's a cool thing because your family must have been a short trip to to come to graduation, and
Yeah.
then did you go to school? What was your rate? What was your
I was actually undesignated, so
Okay.
the Navy was overmanned. I think for the year group 2011 when I joined,
Mhm.
so I joined undesignated, and just was excited to travel the world and get out of Chicago.
yeah?
And it's the way it worked out. And everybody else was flying in to come to boot camp from all the other states, and I just got on the bus and went a couple of miles away. So,
Yeah. Do you wish you maybe could have gotten to go away? Maybe I think because that's the only boot camp location we have, right? So do
They
you wish
had many locations, but I think they downsized, so there's only one now, and it's out of Great Lakes, Illinois.
Wow. that's
Hold
cool.
on, John. So you guys went to the same place for boot camp?
Yeah, I went to Great Lakes, and I think at this point that's the only one now. I think there used to be one maybe in Florida, but yeah, we went to the same Great Lakes.
Dang,
Man.
so you guys ate at like the same cafeterias?
Probably-
and
well, at this point, they probably know when I was there, they were building a lot. Like the facilities were definitely getting more modernized. Like I was in the old ships, the old buildings, and at this
Okay.
point, like the buildings that they have now, like he probably knows, like I think they call them like the Hiltons.
The Hiltons?
Yeah, like they're extremely nice, especially compared to like what we had.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Trying to make the Navy, as nice as possible and get the recruits really ready,
Yeah.
for their time.
So you're from Chicago, right?
Yes.
All right, dude. I've never been to Chicago. I've heard that the lakes over there look like oceans. So, so that's true.
It is true. Actually, they test some of the Navy ships on Lake Michigan. It's just
Do
that
they really?
large, or the Great Lakes out there. But it's you wouldn't tell the difference between that and the West Coast beaches out here. It's just that big, but it's beautiful.
What's?
And-
Go ahead.
The crazy thing is, I don't know when you went to boot camp, but I'm sure you know from having, being from there. I joined in September, and so it was kind of hot when I went. But as soon as we crept into
Oh yeah.
Oh, wintertime.
November, December time frame, we started having to wear the gloves and the beanies, and like I said, I think I've told you, like that was the first time I've literally, no lie, have seen feet of snow up to my knees.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like it was no joke, like snow and the wind chill. That's what I was getting at, the wind chill, because you're right there off the.
Right off the lake.
It's piercing through your body. It's a whole another level of cold.
And you got to march in it. So
Yeah,
it's-
yeah.
I couldn't even imagine what that was like. Because John over here, he's a boy from Texas. I'm from.
We
I'm
are.
From, yeah, we're both from Texas.
Wow.
And so like we're talking to some guys who like really never seen snow before because we're used to humidity and the heat. And,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Scratching our butt when we get like sweat between our cracks. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, dude, I never really had to deal with that. So my hat's off to you guys, man. That's some craziness. Now we recently had Marcus A. Jose. A Josie, I'm sorry.
A Josie.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I kept calling him A. Jose before, but so he's an actor who's on the TV show Shameless. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
I've heard of it. Yes.
But they were filming out in Chicago, and he was talking about like how he was like getting scared sometimes because there's some rough dudes out there.
Well,
Like,
I think Chicago. I mean, that's where Obama's from, but Chicago is like got the highest murder rate. Is that what it is?
does it really?
It
Oh,
is,
yeah.
unfortunately. It's just been a high crime, and it's more on the outskirts of the city. I think it's the highest is on the south side. I was the near west suburbs, so we were about 15 minutes away from the city of Chicago in Bellwood, Illinois. And
Okay.
a lot of times with the near west suburbs, they try to compete with the closer to the city, the crime closer to the city. So it's enough crime in that area as well. So I think Chicago's a beautiful city. It's a great city, rich in arts and the history and food and everything else.
Yeah?
That's so great. The architecture there is wonderful and amazing. Great people. It's just that the crime is just the stories are really prevalent. It makes the city really look bad, but it's a great city though. It's a great city, and I believe that the crime is dying down.
You think so? Now, do you miss it? Do you plan on staying out here? Do you want to go back home? You going to school or what's?
I'm in school right now. It's in City College right now, and I'm going there. Don't know quite what I want to be. I want to be a singer, but I have a diverse interest, so it's a lot of things I want to do. So hopefully I'll figure that out. Staying out here for the meantime. I'm just kind of fell in love with California. The diversity here, geographically even, is very interesting here compared to what you get in other places in the country. So
That's true.
the weather's always nice.
Yeah.
And I also, part of me wants to go back to Chicago. My family's there, and my friends, and so we'll see what happens.
All right, so I do have to ask this because I've been having an interest to go to Chicago, right? So I'm I'm a Mexican, I'm half Mexican, right? And I got like Indian and Filipino and some Caucasian. I'm
see it.
Can you? Yeah, dude, I'm like this mixture mutt thing, right? But dude, so if I went to Chicago, how would I fare? Like in all departments. Like one, will I get mugged? Because I mean, some people say I look like a softie.
Mick, I was going to say, you look soft, you're weak.
Oh, get
you would
outta
get
here.
eaten alive, man.
I'm asking the expert
This
who's
is a
from
jungle.
there. Thank you.
Fine.
Two. How would the chicks dig me? And what is that noise? Look at like a birdie thing.
I'm hearing
My cell
that.
phone.
Oh, that's
okay.
your phone. I was like, I feel like I'm in like the zoo.
I was like, is that the computer? I've got the level off. I don't
yeah,
know.
dude, I've been like hearing that off and on. I was like, where's that? So it's coming from the phone. Okay.
I told you it was a jungle.
Hey, you ain't lying, right? So I mean, how would I fare over there? You think?
You would do great. You
think
great.
so?
You would. do
He's being nice to you.
Yeah,
great.
he
No,
is.
I think you really would do great. It's a great city. Like I said, it's changing. There's crime everywhere.
But
So you
are
have
the
to
are the
first-
people like very warm and welcoming, or is it like New York was like, get out of here? You know what I mean? Like,
No,
you know
there's
what
a
I'm saying?
huge Italian population. Good food. It's you won't have a problem.
Yeah?
If you go there. I mean, Obama's from there.
Okay. I guess that says something. If Obama's from
a
there.
nice guy, right?
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
I don't know, man. A lot of gangs. I want to say I read earlier this year that they had surpassed. I forget the number, and I should have, I should know this before talking about it. But they, surpassed like the number of deaths, like to previous years or something. Like they're at a new record
Oh, really?
for like the number of
Wow.
crime-related deaths this year alone. I mean, when I read it, we weren't even halfway into the year, and I don't know. I feel like I'm just bashing on.
Story
I
after story.
apologize. Yeah.
No, it's a great place anyway, and it's just.
Don't worry about him, man. He's a naysayer.
I mean, I've had my fair share of issues. Having to walk to school and do things like that, and as I got older, experiencing the city and different areas, and I say for the most part, I've been pretty safe. Just keep your wits about you, and
Right.
know who you are. Don't
Know
go
where
out
you
there
are.
looking for trouble and you won't find it. And know who you are, because some people, they don't know who they are, and they cycle through personalities and trying to be cool and try to appeal to the wrong people and do things like that. And
Hey, man, you talking about me over here?
it's just
Calling me
like-
out.
no. It's just it's, and people can pick up on that. So it's just know who you are and be what you're about.
I went to A school out there as well,
Right.
And so at that point, you get your weekends if you don't have any kind of duty or watch or anything.
Yeah.
But I was able to make it, downtown. So I took the train or whatever it was that took you downtown, and I really liked the downtown, especially during like the winter time frame. You get to put on your pea coat. Like it's really really nice, yeah. And at that point, I was probably 18, 19 years old. So I wasn't allowed in any of the clubs legally, drinking. Of course, I had a fake, it was an ID that said I was 21 that wasn't mine. But so I was able to make it into a few of the bars,
Sure.
and clubs, and yeah, they were really nice.
Yeah,
Really?
it's just a great great place.
Nice atmosphere, the whole nine.
John, would you ever go, like, at this point, would you ever go back for, like, a vacation?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dang. All right, so what's there to do in Chicago, though, as far as, like, all right, I get that, apparently there's a nice downtown scene, but, I mean, what is Chicago known for? Like San Diego, we're known for beaches. We're known for some skimpy...
Pretty
Pretty
girls?
Yeah, there you go. Okay, I was about to go south with that one, but he saved me. So that, so what's Chicago known for?
Art history, great museums. They have the music scene is really awesome. I think they have Lollapalooza down there every year, and
Oh, that's right, that is over there, isn't it?
it's of course downtown is always lit. And what else?
Like you, the spring, summertime is really nice too, right? The outdoor
It's
activities and
Very nice. You go down there and week to week you'll find something to do. It's great.
I feel like I've heard you
Always something.
actually get your seasons. You get your fall, you get your winter, you get your summer.
Sure.
You get 4 pretty balanced. Well, it seems like the winter kind of runs longer than it should. But,
Yeah.
other than that, you get about 4 noticeable seasons that you definitely can feel, and they're wonderful. I really like the fall and the ambiance of the fall down in Chicago. It's really nice.
Yeah.
What